Hey y'all, I'm working on this little knife handle here, and I'm getting ready to put my stain on it. But what I got to do first is get it ready to accept stain and my top coat. So I want it to be as smooth as I can. And on this unstabilized wood, when it gets wet, that grain sticks up out on its end. I don't know if you've ever noticed whenever wood gets wet like that, how it feels rough and kind of prickly. So what I'm doing is I'm causing that to happen, and then I'm sanding it down. So what I've got here is my iron and a little wet rag sitting over it. And what I'm doing is just getting it wet. My rag's not as wet as it used to be, but getting it wet and then letting that steam dry it out real quick, just to make it go a lot faster. But so once it dries, it doesn't really matter how much you sanded on it. It's still going to feel prickly whenever it dries out. And so what I'll do is I've sanded this to 400, and once it dries here in just a second, it's almost dry right now, and I can already feel how rough it is. I mean, it's amazing. Well, I'll take that 400 grit one more time, or actually probably two more times, and I'll just run it over here real lightly and take off those raised grains, and then it'll be smooth. And when it gets wet, it's not going to stick up anymore because there's nothing to stick up because I've smoothed it off. So that's dry now, and so I'm just gonna real lightly. All the times before, especially on my heavier grits, I use a backing block on my sandpaper, but I don't have to do it now. All I'm doing is just taking off some little fibers that stick up when this wood gets wet. So I will do this until I don't feel those fibers anymore. So I'm not talking about right now. I will go through this process until I don't feel those fibers anymore. So next I'll get it wet again, let it dry, and feel it. And I will quit doing those cycles whenever I don't feel anything else. And so then I know when I put that stain on, it's not going to end up fuzzy. So anyway, that's just a little tip that has helped me. First time somebody told me about it, I thought that doesn't really sound necessary, but I've been real pleased with it. I didn't come up with it, but I'm glad somebody figured it out, and I get to use it. So that's why I'm trying to pass it along to you. Maybe it will help you out get a better finish on your knife handles, especially whenever you got this real pretty inlay work that you've put all this work into. You don't want a fuzzy knife handle. So I appreciate y'all watching. I hope this helps. Let me know if it does. If it doesn't help at all, let me know, and maybe I'll quit making videos and wasting all my time. But I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time. And hope you're learning and making better knives as you go. See you next time.